Home of the Brave by Catherine Applegate. Fries. As we sit at one of the long tables nearby are two students from my class, Jamie, the boy from Guatemala, and Nishan, the girl from Ethiopia. Hey, Jamie says. Hey, I say back. But I can't talk anymore because my mouth is already full of new tastes. Excuse me, I say when I have swallowed at last. What is this amazing food? I hold up a brown stick. Fry, Hannah says. One of the 5 major food groups. This fry, it grows in your America ground? I ask. That's sort of funny. Hannah laughs. A sound like bells on a windy day. I suppose you could say that. You're Keck, right? I know because I asked your cousin. Hannah passes me a paper cup filled with strange and beautiful red food. Ketchup, she says. You dip your fries in it. I do what she says, then eat. You're a fine cook, I say. Hannah and Jamie and Nishan laugh. I feel glad I found enough words to make people happy. When a friend laughs, it's always a good surprise. That's interesting. Are they laughing with him or at him? Not knowing. I see your cousin at the apartment sometimes, Hannah says. He's a very quiet guy. I have to think for a moment. To eat such happy food and think about words at the same time is much work. Ganwar, I say, has many worries. He seems kind of sad, Hannah says. I look at the fry in my hand with its shiny coat of red. I want only to eat and not to remember. But Hannah's words tug like tightrope on a calf's neck. Ganwar lost his father and his sisters when the fighting came, I tell her. Hannah nods. Her eyes are blue and gray, or maybe green. I can't be sure. I remember a kind of doctor at the camp with such eyes. How did he lose his hand? Hannah asks in a gentle voice. I don't know the words for this. Some English words I hope I never learn. Men came with guns and knives to our village. I answer at last. To be in such fighting, says Nishan, is very bad. And what about your family? Jamie asks me. I stop eating. I take a breath. My father and my brother Lul, they were killed by the government men. I saw it. I pause. As a memory pokes at me like a knife in my back. I was lucky to see, I add. Lucky? Hannah asks. Her voice says she doesn't understand. Nishan looks at me with eyes that know of such things. Maybe Keck means lucky to know for sure, she explains. Not knowing, it's the hardest. Yes, I agree, the hardest. How about your mom? Hannah asks softly. Guilt grabs my throat. I will not go to that black place today. I try again. She'll come, I say. I'll wait here for her. Waiting is hard too, Hannah says. And I can see that she also knows sad places. I push my tray away. I'm not so hungry anymore. What spoiled lunch for Keck? Home. I take the school bus home. It's a long yellow car filled with screaming, laughing students and many paper balls wet with spit. I don't think it would be easy to drive such a car. What are these gross things? My aunt is sleeping when I get home. Ganwar enters with a white basket under his arm. The washing machine's in the basement, he says. The what? I ask. The room way down at the bottom of the stairs. I'll show you later. He surprises me with a smile like Lul might have made. A big brother making trouble smile. You'll like doing the wash. It's my job, but if you want, I might let you help. Ooh, Ganwar's tricky. Sure, I say, although I don't trust the mischief smile. I remember well how Lul and Ganwar used to tease and test me. Always, I was the little child with foolish ideas and silly ways. Always, they were too old to bother with me, unless it was for their own fun. The door to my aunt's room opens, and she comes out slowly, yawning and stretching. How is school? She asks. You would not believe it, I say. They teach you and feed you, and I have my own desk. We're going to visit the zoo where animals live, and the planetarium where the stars live. And I'm going to learn how to slam dunk in the class called PE. Slam dunk, Gonwar corrects. Oh, I read that wrong. And I'm going to learn how to dunk slam in a class called PE. Slam dunk, Gonwar corrects. Good, my aunt says. Good boy. And she fills a kettle with water to put on the cooking fire. I want to tell her more, but I can see that her mind is visiting other places. I think maybe I'll like living here in America, I say to Gonwar. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But you'll never really feel like an American, Gonwar says. You'll see. Why? I ask. Gonwar shrugs. Because they won't let you. Wonder who's they. He tosses the basket on the sofa. I'm out of here, he says, switching to English. Be home by? My aunt begins, but Gonwar is already gone. Teenagers, what are you going to do? Time. My aunt sighs and leans against the counter. He's just not happy here, she says. I know it's been hard for him, but he doesn't try. She rubs her eyes. I have to go to work, Keck. I've got an early shift. Eat what you like and go to bed by 8. I learned o'clocks at the camp, I say. It's called time telling. But why not use the sun and the stars? My aunt points to the tiny clock strapped to her arm. Here in America, this is the sun. You'll get used to it. For now, just get some sleep. I watch her put on her heavy coat. She isn't even at work yet, and already she's tired. I bet a lot of us can relate to that. I go to the door with her. Are you? I stop, then try again. Are you glad that you're here? My aunt seems surprised that I would ask such a question. She thinks for a moment. The freedom is a great gift, she says. To choose your leaders, to walk the streets unafraid, but it's lonely here. And she hesitates. Hard. To change when you're older, to learn new words and new ways, that is big work. But for you and Gonwar, it will be easier. That's my hope anyway. I watch through a hole as she tracks a path through new snow falling. Her footprints catch the flakes, then vanish like pebbles in quicksand. Let's stop there.